before you go and start plucking people out of your life or setting boundaries, I want you to remember something very important. I'm going to use this as an analogy. Here I have an empty 8 to 10 ounce cup, glass. Here I have a completely full 16 to 20 ounce, okay, glass. I don't really know. But you can clearly see that the capacity that this glass has is much less than the capacity of this full 16 to 20 ounce glass. We accept that when we go to pour the contents of this full glass into this one, that this does not have the capacity to hold this volume of water. Let's try it. What happens when we try to pour this entire glass of water into this cup? Uh-oh, I'm spilling it everywhere. What happens? Guess what? It's gonna start to fill up. It's gonna overflow and begin to spill over the top. So we cannot fit the rest of the water that's in this glass in here because this only has an 8 to 10 ounce capacity. It does not have the capacity of this 20 ounce glass. There's still water in here. If I try to put the rest of this water into the 8 to 10 ounce glass, it's going to overflow. We're going to have a mess, right? We accept that when it comes to dealing with inanimate objects like glasses and cups. But when it comes to people, where we mess up is when we try to get a 20 ounce capacity out of an 8 ounce ability to love. A person can only love you to the capacity that they can love themselves. A person can only trust you to the capacity that they are able to trust, period, themselves or whomever else. A person can only engage fully with you to the degree of a healthy relationship, to the capacity that they can. And when you try to supersize the 8 ounce husband into a 24 ounce husband because that's what your girlfriend got, or the 8 ounce mother capacity, your mother can only love you to the capacity that her mother loved her. She can only discipline you to the capacity. She's going to discipline you and understand discipline to the capacity that she was taught to as a child. If you are neglected by your parents or a loved one, they can only love you to the capacity that they've been loved themselves. And what happens is when you expect that person to treat you better or more than outside of the capacity that they are able to, you set that person up for failure and you set yourself up for a grand disappointment. What you need to do is really look at, learn, find out what find out what your mother's upbringing was like. Because 9 times out of 10, if you understand that she was abused as a child, she was neglected, she was sold for a pack of Colt 45, she was running the streets, running numbers as a teenager to help bring food on the table, you know, or whatever the case might be, you are going to be moved with compassion to understand and accept her capacity, and you will be less likely to cause her or expect her to overflow just to meet your need. You have to meet people where they are sometimes. Now, if this person has a limited capacity, you know, and they realize that you need more, so you tell them, hey, I need more than this. I really need you to respect me. I need you to hold me to a higher regard. You're not going to talk to me like that. I need you to, right? So you're laying out your expectations. They have a choice whether or not to expand themselves to meet the expectations, whether they value the relationship with you enough to expand themselves to meet the capacity or to meet you halfway. You are not responsible for supersizing anyone or causing them to grow to the capacity that you need them to grow. You give them time. You tell them what you need. You tell them what you expect. You set the expectations and the boundaries. And if you find that the individual either just refuses or just simply can't, love them where they are. Draw some healthy boundaries around the relationship and keep it moving. Make it a peaceful completion and move on with your life so that you can move forward and blossom the way that you need to blossom in your relationships. So that's our time for today, guys. Leave some comments. If you want to email me or inbox me, if you have some private topic that you'd like to cover, or you just want to share how this is ministered to you anonymously, or if you just want to tell me how whack you think Talk About It Tuesdays is, email me, honey. I ain't scared of you. Again, my email address is melisoulkitchen@gmail.com. And again, I'm going to put that in the link below. You guys, I am uploading these videos to my YouTube channel, which is the Soul Kitchen channel, which is the creative arm that extends from Sisters with Invisible Scars. Please support me. Please share the channel link. If you know women that could benefit from this channel or benefit from this page, invite them and I will give them access to the page. Remember, it's a secret page. Remember, I always say, healing is a journey. It is not a destination. Stay the course with me, and we'll be back with another Talk About It Tuesday on next week. Bye. I also offer coaching. I also offer, times we can have Skype. If you don't live in Jacksonville, we can do Skype. We can do we can talk in different ways just to kind of help you sort out through some of this stuff, because I recognize and have learned there is a wasp up in here and I don't appreciate him. I have learned some techniques and some tools that I am putting into place that are working for me, and I would be more than happy to share what I have found works on this journey, y'all. He is looking at me. All right, so let's finish up so I can kill him.